Hey, what's up, everybody? Here to give you another Fair Shake review. This time we're talking about Kehlani's While We Wait. Kehlani's a wonderful R&B artist that I have been checking out ever since the Sweet Sexy Savage rollout, and that album was really great. And so I've been curious to see what she come up with next. She has been releasing a few different singles here and there, and I've been like, all right, I see where you going with this. And finally, she dropped a new mixtape, While We Wait, and this is just I believe, 9-track project that is just full of some good R&B bangers for all of those who love contemporary R&B with a little bit of a throwback slant to it. And yeah, and you could definitely see that's something that she um, really enjoys. You know, some 2000s R&B. When you get to the opening track, Footsteps, with music, Soul Child. So yeah, this track right here just talking about um, having an argument and breaking it off with a loved one, but still trying to leave a way for them to make it up and restart the relationship, but unfortunately the other person just goes ahead and just lets it go and does not pursue reconciling that relationship. And it's definitely a nice start to where this whole thing is going down. Then we get to like Too Deep, which is also a pretty good track. Just when have this relationship with a person, but you're not really trying to have a relationship, things are going a little too far, it's getting too deep, and you're just like, I can't do this. So just that whole fear of committing to this relationship. Then Nunya is another one of the singles it came out with the music video featuring Tom Kennedy, which is pretty nice. And it's just trying to let the exes know, hey man, what I'm doing right now is none of your business. So just stay out of it. I'm gonna be over here doing me. You stay over there and do you. Definitely a good track. Morning Glory, one of my favorite tracks on this project. Just kind of talks about, hey, if you want to have me have a good night, then you got to be able to take my morning glory. Where sometimes us waking straight up out of bed isn't always the prettiest. And if you really want to, be someone I hold dear to me, you got to be able to take me at those moments just as much as you enjoy the late nights, the good nights. So yeah, Feels, man. Feels is another really good track. Pretty self-explanatory. Getting to the feels. Night Like This, another single. Nights Like This with Ty Dolla Sign. Also has a pretty cool, very interesting music video. But just having to deal this time with a relationship with a girl where it's just like, hey, sometimes I think back of those past times I had with you, and I just sometimes wonder how you doing and if you still think about us, because I do too. Everyone has those longing feelings with those exes sometimes. You're just like, you know what? I wonder how they're doing. And this one happens to be with a past relationship she had with a female. So, so in the landscape of R&B pop stuff, that's kind of still breaking ground there with not being afraid to have that be the subject matter is becoming more and more prevalent these days, but it's still new for some people. RPG is another standout to me with Black, and it's just we're the point in a relationship where you're trying to be close to someone, but they feel like you're not doing enough, and so when you try to do those things to show your love, it seems ingenuine just because they brought it up, but they actually do want to do those things for you. So it's just a really complicated thing that I've never really heard put in the song recently, and I think they covered it really well. You know, just wanting to do more for the person that you love, but trying to make sure it comes off genuine after they've mentioned that it's something that they would like to see more of. It's a really human thing, and I think that it could be put in songs more. Even though this one did a really great job with it. Butterfly was another early release single, and you know, just talking about changing as a person, and to me, it's not necessarily one of my favorites. And then it also ends off with Love Language, where you know you kind of sometimes want to know what it is that the person that you're interested in, what reaches them the best, because you want to do the best that you can for them, and you know you want to know their love language so you can learn to speak it, and you know and provide the best that you can in the relationship. And it's another really good track, a good upbeat one too. That's pretty nice. But overall, the production is really great. The singing is great. I know there's some people who don't necessarily like her voice, but I feel that she does a really good job on these tracks. I mean, her performances were really good, and the writing also was on point to me on a lot of these tracks. Although some of them don't quite reach me, just because some of them I just can't relate enough to. But I would definitely recommend this to people who like her particular style of R&B that is reminiscent of 2000s R&B, because I feel that's kind of like her bread and butter, that mix of what's happening now and 2000s R&B. It's like Ashanti's and Music Soul Childs and stuff like that. So yeah, that's it. Much love, peace, threes.